गिरिजापति शिव हर 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 चंद्रमौली जय हर 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 चंद्रमौली जय हर 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 शिव हर शंकर गौरीश शिव हर शंकर गौरीश वंदे गंगाधरणीश वंदे गंगाधरणीश वंदे गंगाधरणीश.
Hari Om. Welcome all of you on behalf of Chinmaya Mission DFW. I welcome all of you for this wonderful satsang with our Pujya Guruji. As you know, as head of Chinmaya Mission worldwide, he travels all over, visits all the centers. So we are truly blessed today that he's with us, and he's going to be here today, tomorrow also at Chitrakoot. So we are very thankful to you, Swamiji, for visiting us here. I was thinking, you know, we had a camp in 2009 December, and at the end of the camp, Pujya Guruji, you know, left here, Dallas, on December 30th. So if you actually round it off to the other side, it's almost like 2010. Okay. Then he came last year, that was 2011. So I see a trend here. I think, you know, he's committed to an annual visit to CMDFW. So, Guruji, we all pray that you continue this trend. Hari Om.
Is it on? No. You can hear? Can you hear? Okay. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namah. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samastajana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram. Om Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Vame Tujanakatmaya Purato Marutiryasya Tam Vande Raghunandanam. Harihi. Let us sing the name of the Lord first. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Sita 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 Ram. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Raja Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Raja Ram. सुत हनुमान की, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। A very hearty welcome to you all to this Satsang. I was inquiring what could be the topic for today's Satsang. And Swami Sarveshananda suggested that I speak on pursuit of happiness. And I am very obedient. So, I said, okay. And I tell you, obedience is the first means of achieving success and achieving happiness. We will discuss this topic. All of us are always in pursuit of happiness. All jivas. Now I read one very interesting quote in one of the books, and that has somehow got stuck in my mind. Some philosopher said about happiness. He said, if you want happiness for 1 hour, then take a good nap. And then if you want happiness for 1 day, then go fishing. Some sport, not necessarily fishing, anything you like. The next thing he said, which you may agree, may not agree, but you have to listen. And that is not my saying. And he said, if you want happiness for 1 month, get married. I already told you whether you may agree or you may not agree, but I have not said that. But it continues. And if you want happiness for 1 year, then win a lottery, a treasure, huge. And then if you want happiness, now they are asking you, will you move a little? Not for happiness, but for more people can sit here. But otherwise downstairs also there is, they can have TV, monitor and watch. If you want happiness for 1 hour, what did I say? Nap. 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, win some wealth. But next is very important. If you want happiness for lifelong, then make someone else happy. If you want happiness for lifetime, then make someone else happy. And if you want eternal happiness, still one more step is there. And eternal happiness, then he said, know thyself. Know thyself. Know thy blissful self. You are Ananda Swarup. Finished. Pursuit of happiness lecture is over. Now what we mean here, see, it is 1 hour or 1 day or 1 month or 1 year. It's not exactly what that time period or that means that is said. What is meant is that the real source of happiness is only in making others happy and also knowing your blissful self. Everything else can give you happiness, no doubt. That we don't say that. Sleep also will give happiness, sports also will give happiness, marriage also will give happiness. It's not a question of 1 hour, because there are many people who sleep for 24 hours also. So that's not the point. So the point is, for a time period it can give. But the real happiness is something different. And that's what we have to analyze. Now, all of us are seeking happiness and we want happiness, but all the time we are thinking that if we get such and such thing, or in my life such and thing if happens, or in life if I become this and this, then I will be happy. Correct? Now, we have to analyze few things. We want happiness now or in future? All of us want it now. And again, we want it to be there forever. Now think the contradiction. I want happiness, I want it now, but I always say, if such a thing happens, if I get such a thing, if I become such a thing, if I go there somewhere, then I will be happy. That means what? My happiness is always in the future. To put it in simple way, it is never in the action, but always the result of action. So, and that also particular result, because every action will produce some result. But what I say that if it produces such and such result, then only I will be happy. So now if my happiness depends on the result, then result always comes in the future. So my happiness always in the future, even though I want it now. What a contradiction. And another thing, future is always uncertain. That's why we are all the time worried. I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know what is going to happen in future. And people, of course, they come to us also and want to know whether we know future. Swamiji, can you tell me what is going to happen in my future? I say, of course. You know, please tell. One that will happen which you are expecting or which you are not expecting. What you are expecting or fearing, that will happen or it will not happen. What else? Swamiji, you are. But this truth is that only. It is uncertain. So, if my happiness is the result, result is in future, future is uncertain, and therefore my happiness also is uncertain. And certain thing is that even if I get it, it is not going to remain there. That's why when the happiness also comes, we are worried. I don't know how long it is going to last. I hope, I hope. So again, fear is there. So can you call it as happiness? Therefore, in the pursuit of happiness, one thing you understand, instead of depending upon the result of action, you enjoy the action. Action can be performed only in present. You cannot perform it in the past. You cannot perform in the future. Action always will have to be done in the present. And if I enjoy performing that action, then my happiness is in present time. That's a present word also in English is very good. On birthday also we get presents, isn't it? So present time is a present from God, is a gift to us. And we must realize the value of it. And when we are performing the action, enjoy that. Whatever it is that I have to, even if you cleaning, sweeping, I read that one lady working as a sweeper only in a hospital. And when she used to go there on the humming, singing, she used to clean these. The patient was there. He asked her, you seem to be very happy, just your job is only just sweeping and cleaning. She said, I have to do that. And if I go on grumbling and complaining, it will become pain all the time. So I enjoy, I sing. Simple thing. If you grumble, then you crumble or tumble. Something will happen. All the time, enjoy. So action can be performed always in present. And I tell you, every action there is great joy. See, when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes. There is joy or not? Suppose your eyes don't open. Wow. So worry will become. I find myself, I am alive. I open my eyes and I can hear sounds. Don't complain about sound, that shows your ears are functioning. Someone told me in one Balvihar class, one child was sitting in the back, not paying any attention to the teacher, but he was giggling. So the teacher asked him, why are you giggling? You know what he was doing? He was tickling his own sole of his foot and then just tickling and laughing, tickling and laughing. You don't need anything more than tickling. Just little thing, you are happy. You are sitting. Don't be afraid. If I keep you sitting here for 3 hours, I already told you I will not. And then after I say, now you can get up. Just getting up, what joy will be there. And if you are standing for a long time and somebody says, please sit down. Thank you. I tell you, we just forget simple things that, that make us happy. All the time, I don't know why I always thinking, when I get this, then I will be happy. When I get that, then I will be happy. When I become that, then I will be happy. When I go there, then I will be happy. Some people are not happy with this world. They want to go to the heaven, then only they will be happy. What is all that? So we all the time prepare for happiness. Or we pretend. Because when you want something, I want this, want this, want this. And then when you get it, then other man, you were all the time craving for it. Are you happy now? Yeah. You have to say. So the one secret, happiness, learn to enjoy the karma, action itself. Discover that joy. Every little thing, even the opening your eyes, listening to that, you are able to sing, everything is so wonderful. There is nothing to complain. In everything there is a benefit also. Even if some person become bald, there is a great benefit. No oil, comb, mirror, nothing is required. And if he is wearing, somebody suddenly comes to meet him, he is not bothered about hair and all that. Only just one lady became 103-year-old. Somebody asked, what is the benefit of 103-year-old? She said, no peer pressure. I tell you, enjoy whatever state that is there, that you enjoy. Even illness, sickness and all that also, because only then only you realize the value of good health. And at least that is the time everybody inquires, how are you, how are you? Other nobody bothers. If you just say, let me a glass of water, you say, why, are you paralyzed or what? But if you are not well, they will come, shall I get a glass of water? No, orange juice. Then he will go and get an orange. This is one, okay. Now second thing, think little more. So what is happiness? If our happiness is because of something, then we are always in trouble. The real pursuit of source of happiness is happiness in spite, not because. If it's because, the cause all the time will not remain there. At the moment I say, if this I get, then I will be happy, that is the cause of my happiness. Actually, that is the cause of my sorrow. So I am creating a cause of sorrow. And always I cannot get what I want. And therefore, learn to want and like what you get. Then you are happy. Whatever you get, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Wonderful then. You are always happy. Now again, what is happiness? What is this happiness? I know what is happiness. Happiness, beautiful definition or point is made in the Bhagavad-Gita. Bhagavan says, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopa. Prasad means prasannata, cheerfulness, happiness. It has got many meanings, but true happiness is that where there is an end of sorrow. All kinds of pleasures, comforts and all that we enjoy in our life, everything gives us joy, there is no doubt about it. We don't deny. When you eat good food, drinks and all, everything that is there, it gives joy. True. But the question is, does it remove our sorrow? Because true happiness is that which must put an end to our sorrow, our grief, our fear. And it must bring peace in our mind. The peace and bliss, they go together. And all other kinds of that pursuits that what we have, they definitely gives a pleasure, they give comfort, they give some thrill, and they feel say, I chill out, but everything that's very nice and all that. When afterwards what? Hangover. So for some time you got all that, and afterwards so tired. What did I? My sorrow, that grief has not gone, fear is not gone. That restlessness of mind, it is still there. Again, mind is agitated. Bhagavan says, happiness is that which puts an end to sorrow. Like light is that which should remove darkness. If light has come, darkness is not gone. That means some man whose name is light must have come there, that's all. Somebody's name is Prakash, somebody's name is Tejomayanandaji. Nothing happened. Darkness doesn't go. In India, many times, a pravachan goes, suddenly light gone. Tejomayanandaji is there. The person of the name that is there, but light must remove darkness. Therefore, happiness is that which must remove that sorrow and grief. And as long as it is dependent on something, then that is not happiness at all. Na alpe sukhamasti. Whatever little finite things that we get and all, there is no happiness. True happiness, abiding happiness, that is not there. Comfort, pleasures, thrill, all that is there, yes. Now, where is this happiness, then source of happiness? Practical, I told you certain things, that discover that happiness in the karma itself, one thing. Discover happiness in what you get, not what you want and then you get, no. Whatever you get, that is fine with you. Then also you are happy. Now a little more serious. See, there are only two things. One is I and the second is this world. Isn't it? Now all the time I am seeking that happiness in the world of objects, emotions, thoughts, people, relations, positions. Isn't it? All that's what I am seeking all the time. And we have seen that in all of them, yes, temporary kind of joy, satisfaction, all that you will get, but not the abiding one and not the true one. Because if the true happiness is there, then if you get that, we will be happy only. When a child also cries for a toy, the mother says, do you promise that if I get this toy, then you will not want any other toy? No, I will not want anything. Promise. And then you get that. Very happy and all that. After some time, again, begins saying. Again you want, because again you are not happy with it, again you something else. I had a very interesting story. One prince, little prince, crying. The king said to the minister, ask the prince, why is he crying? Why don't you give him what he wants? The prince said, sir, Maharaj, that is his nature. If you get it, nothing is going to happen. No, from my prince, what does he want? He asked, yes, prince, what do you want? Baby elephant. So Maharaj said, why can't you give a baby elephant to that? We have got on that. Okay. 2 minutes. Tang again. Now what do you want? A bucket. Bucket? Now the king was also little, what is this boy? The minister had already said that he is like that only. Anyway, bucket also, give him. Bucket. Now what? Put that elephant in this bucket. Now minister looked at the king. King said, you are right. I think you put him in that bucket and throw him now where somewhere. See, our mind is from sublime to ridiculous. That's what will happen. One moment we sit and meditating God, and suddenly a cup of coffee only we want, and then suddenly something happens. Then suddenly something. कोई ठिकाना है? So we think that when we get again. So now, one thing, I am, I, and second is the world. Everything of this world can help me here, there, and all that, but that cannot be a source of happiness. It can be a source of comfort and all that. So then, what is the source of happiness then? So I and this world, if world is gone, only I remain. Now I means what? Is it the body? Body cannot be the source of happiness. It is giving a lot of trouble also. Every now and then we have to consult one or the other doctor. And don't think the doctor is free from problems. Huh? He also has to consult someone else. So it cannot be body. It can be what? What is that then? You know, Bhagavan has given us a very beautiful clue that you are happy not because of something, but without anything. And that experience is very universal. Every living being, including animals, also have that. And that is called deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are happy or not? Don't say no. We are happy. Now, think in the sleep, am I watching any movie? No. Am I listening to any music or anything? No. Am I tasting any food? No. Smelling any fragrance or anything like that? No. Any touch? No. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, nothing is there. Any thought, feeling, emotion, relation? Everything get dropped. What happened? No. From where I am experiencing that happiness? Body is at rest, mind is at rest. Where from it is coming then? And that's why it is said, that source we are ignorant of. But every time we are experiencing that, not because of anything. In fact, everything is dropped. And that is your own true self. That's why that philosopher said, if you want eternal happiness, know thyself. At that time, there is no perception, no emotion, no desire. And Bhagavad-Gita says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnastadocchate. That person, when he is totally contented in the self, by the self, all desires are dropped, and he is called a man of wisdom, enlightenment, and that is our own nature. What a wonderful thing is. And how expensive we have made this pursuit of happiness. Huh? For nothing. Someone said nicely, we are buying things which we don't need with the money which we don't have to impress people we don't like. Huh? Or complicated our life. Or for what? Hare Rama, Bhagavan said, Hare, you are. That's why all worldly pleasures are that they will exhaust it and get tired. And after he says, now drop everything. I know I don't want to hear anything, read anything, watch anything now. Even your dear wife or children, you say, get out now from here now. I want. She also says same thing to husband. No, I don't want anybody, but anything, isn't it? So, that is the source of happiness you yourself are. So, the pursuit of happiness really ends or fulfilled when we discover this our own true self. Number one. Now, at the practical level, already I told you, discover happiness in the action itself, practical level. Second thing, enjoy whatever you get. Don't say if you get this, then you will enjoy and then you will be happy. That will not always happen. That is second practical thing. Now, one more very practical point is given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad-Gita. How to be happy. He has said that? Yes, practical. I already told you this, which is from the absolute standpoint, prajahat yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyev atmana tushtaha sthita prajna sadochyate. Now practical. In the Gita chapter 5th, there is a shloka, who is a happy man? Bhagavan says, Shaknoti haiva yas sodum praksharira vimokshanat kama krodhot bhavam vegam sayukta sasukhi naraha. Sayukta sasukhi naraha. That person is integrated and that person is happy man. Who is that? The one who is able to withstand the onslaught or force of desire, passion, anger, while living here in this world only before dropping dead. He says, Shaknoti, the one who is able, ihaiva here only, sodhum, to stand, withstand, kama krodho udbhavam vegam. You know, the storm of passion, storm of the anger which arises in the mind, the one who can withstand and not get carried away by that. Prak sharira vimokshanat, Bhagavan says, before your death. Don't say when I go to heaven, then I will conquer and all that. First is, how will you reach there? When you have not conquered anger and all that, how will you reach? That is the first question. And what is the guarantee you will go there? Even though we give the benefit of doubt for every departed soul that he attained his heavenly abode, we don't know whether yes or no or all that. But why doubt? Now some people say, oh, before death, isn't it? Abhi to bahut time hai. I am only 20-year-old. Death will come any moment. Nobody knows. You see, everybody is born, and anyone who is born is sure to die. But Bhagavan already kept that as suspense only. Everybody knows that he or she is going to die, but when? Nobody knows. Therefore, any moment can be the last moment. Therefore, now, here, and it is a fact, if we can conquer that moment, because passion arises, lust arises, anger arises, and everybody says, you know, I knew that I should not get angry, but when the anger comes, at that moment, but that moment only you have to conquer. if one can conquer that moment of temptation or moment of that anger that arises, I tell you that person is very happy. Otherwise, what disaster will happen? You know. Huh? Shanti. I always remember one story that one person, a very angry man, always angry. One day somebody asked his wife, "How is your husband?" Don't ask. What is that? She first looked, he is not here. When she saw he was not there anywhere near, temperamental. Temperamental means what? 50% temper, 50% mental. Anyway, that man one day sat for breakfast before he went to office, and there was more salt in the vegetables. Oh, something got very angry. He just threw that plate and got angry and went to the office in that mood. What will happen there? And when he came back from that, what mood he will come back now? Think. Little thing, you know. Ashanti, ashanti, ashanti. Himself is also disturbed, everybody disturbed and all that. There was another man. He also sat and he found also there was more salt, and he smiled and told his wife, "You know, your father has started a salt factory." And he went away. The wife did not know what salt. My father started what salt factory? When and what? Anyway, when she put that in the mouth, oh, she realized what is the meaning of that. Free salt was available. The food was assaulted with salt. Because sometimes you put twice also, you know. But then she felt, what divinely sweet is my husband. He never got angry. He just smiling went away. You know. So when he comes back, he gets very good snacks that day, very well tasted before, and all that. So if you keep shanti, kitni shanti sabke liye. Huh? You are also peaceful. Everybody is, you know. But now anger, now every time something happening, or the person is, or they are swept away. That's why there is a storm of passion, storm of anger and rage that moment to moment something is happening. Every moment something is happening. And sometimes he is angry because he can't find any reason to get angry. You know, that also annoys him. Why there is no reason here? Shaknoti hai vayas sodum praksharigra vimokhanat kamakrodhodbhavam vegam sayuktaha. Bhagavan says that person is yukta, sa sukhi naraha. Now he said, see, the force of that shloka is a little more. If you only translate as sa sukhi nara, and that he is a happy man. But actually it is, he is integrated, he is happy, and he is only worthy of being called as man. Oh, that is too serious now. And it is true, when we get angry and all that, we don't look like a really human being at that time. You know, sometimes worse than animals, sometimes, you know, devil only incarnated. If you take the photograph, you yourself will not like to see it. And you will not believe that it was your photo only. Isn't it? That's why every time photograph time they say, smile. And nobody wants the grumpy, angry or this or that kind of photo. Even photo we don't like. What to talk about? Huh? So when we are seeking this happiness, and once we discover that, in this way, from the spiritual standpoint, and also at a practical level, and then one more point that was in between, and that is make someone else happy. Isn't it true that if I go on picking quarrel with everybody, and all the time, make someone else unhappy because one reason or the other, how will I be happy then? I make everybody unhappy. That's why you will find now so many different kind of abuses that are there, physical abuse, verbal, mental, and all that, making everybody unhappy. Then how will I be also happy then? We don't understand that. And we have seen the rise and fall of many, many dictators also. They were finally pulled down from their all the high position, and they are no more. Why? Because they are making others happy only, start looting their own countries, persecuting their own subjects, and how will you be happy? It's not possible. The moment you look upon someone as alien to you, as someone different from you, already you have created one enemy or a cause of sorrow. But if you look upon someone as your own self, then where's the problem? Then if that man also prospers, you will take delight in the prosperity of that person. Otherwise, you will be jealous. And first I will be only jealous, then I will try to pull him down also. And that is not the way of living. And that in the happiness of other people, happiness you are happy, or in making someone happy. And I tell you, to make someone happy, you don't have to be very rich and prosperous and wealthy or any person. Only look at somebody affectionately, that's all. Staring at somebody. I mean, in Indian truck also they have written, "Dekho magar pyar se." And on the trucks, Indian trucks, it is written, "Look, but affectionately." The idea is, whenever a truck is going and the other man was trying to overtake, and that truck man doesn't give him the space immediately, and after some time he gets, and when the car goes, there is always a tendency to look back at the truck driver. But who was that man who was not here? And that man said, "Dekho magar pyar se." Don't be angry, it is a part of the game. And one truck, it was, "If you have courage, overtake me." Take over, if you have courage. So why look at somebody angrily and all that? Because that also the person. So just look at affectionately. That's all. And you have to speak to somebody. Speak nicely. Even somebody comes to ask some donation, and then you cannot give and all that. As I said, please sit down, have a glass of water. Today I do not have, but I tell you, very soon I will be getting and I will give you. So he will still be happy. Or today I can give only this, only $5, $10, but I am expecting a lottery. Then I will give you. But some people also very peculiar. Donation. Now am I going to sell myself and give you money? Why you have to so much? Why you have to get so much angry about that? Are priyavakya pradhanena sarve tushyanti jantava. If you speak sweetly, even the trees and plants feel happy. Even the cows and dogs, and they also feel happy. So, to give happiness to other people is not that you need lot of money or this or that. Just speak nicely, look nicely, that's all. So, there are wonderful ways and means and that are there, and very simple things in life, and we can be very happy. Nobody can make us unhappy, even God will fail. To make us unhappy. दुखी होता ही नहीं है ये. All kinds of sorrows are given, this is given, that is given, that, and still he loves me. Now what can you do? भगवान से मैं तो हार गया. I accept my defeat. This is called pursuit of happiness. And last but not the least, you just love God. Where love is, there peace is. And where peace is, there happiness is, there bliss is. Our hearts have become dry. That's why there is a problem. Someone said very nicely that this love of wealth has taken away wealth of love from our heart. And love is so simple, we don't need anything special. We don't have to be materially rich or academically, very master degree, doctorate degree holder or anything like that. Kuch bhi nahi. We can be rich in that love that we have to be. Okay? Let us sing the song of love only. प्राणों से प्यारे नैनों के तारे राम हमारे मन में बसे रे. प्राणों से प्यारे नैनों के तारे राम हमारे मन में बसे. राम जहाँ वहाँ सीता माता समीप सदा ही लक्ष्मण भ्राता. चरणों में हनुमत राम दुलारे. चरणों में हनुमत राम दुलारे. प्राणों से प्यारे नैनों के तारे राम हमारे मन में बसे. सेवा भाव और विरक्ति ज्ञान प्रकाश हो प्रेमा भक्ति. जीवन सुंदर धन्य बने रे. जीवन सुंदर धन्य बने रे. प्राणों से प्यारे नैनों के तारे राम हमारे मन में बसे रे. राम हमारे मन में बसे रे. मन में बसे रे. मन में बसे रे. Now we'll sing the name of the Lord, which is really source of great happiness and true happiness. Then I have to tell you something, some information, and we'll conclude the satsang. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Sita Rama, Rama Rama. 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 Sita Rama, Rama Rama, Sita Rama, Rama Rama, Sita Rama, Sita Rama, Rama Rama, Sita Rama, Sita श्यावर रामचंद्र की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, उमापति महादेव की, बोलो भाई सब संतन की, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। Now what I have to tell you is this. How many of you have visited our ashram in Siddhabadi, Himachal Pradesh? Oh, very, very few. But do you know, in Siddhabadi is our Puja Gurudev Samadhi. That much you know? If you don't know, now you come to know. And there is, see, this ashram was established in 1981, and at that time Swamiji installed a beautiful Hanumanji there. You must have seen the picture of that anyway. So, and then at that time puja, worship, abhishek was performed, and our Gurudev said, every 5th year you have to have this ceremony of bathing the Lord. That's called abhishek. Hanuman Mastaka Abhishek. So now that 5th year happens to be this year again, because last it was in 2007, so it is 2012 now. So this date is fixed as 10th of October. Then Gurudev only said 10th of October you have to do. So I want to tell you that we are going to have from 2nd October to 7th October a spiritual camp in English in Siddhabadi, and the topic of that camp is Narad Bhakti Sutra. Then when the camp is over on 8th and 9th, there will be ceremonial pujas, rituals, because so many kalashas and swasti vachana, and there's a ritual that is there. And on the third day, that is the 10th, in the morning, those people who sponsor the pots, the kalashas, they carry them on the head and they do a very beautiful procession, and we climb a ramp, and then they pour that water which is sanctified on Lord Hanumanji. This is called Mastaka Abhisheka. Now, you all are welcome to attend the camp and also attend this ceremony. Now, suppose you say you cannot attend, but still you can sponsor these worships of the different kalashas, large kalasha, middle, medium size, small. There are 3-4 types of kalashas. I have kept here information. I don't know whether it can be given to everybody, so then you can see and read, and then you sponsor that. If you cannot attend, I am sure you have got some relatives, friends and all that in India. You can inform them and someone can attend that and receive the blessings. Okay? That is Mastak Abhishek. That's all I have to say. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Hari Om. We were really blessed to have Guruji here. Wasn't it an awesome treat for all of us? In the year 1916, a miraculous thing happened. Can anybody remember what? Puja Gurudev was born as Balakrishna Menon. And because of Puja Gurudev, we are all here and we are benefiting from his vision, from his effort and his continuous effort for almost over 40 years. So to mark such a great stalwart's 100th birth centenary celebrations, which will be in 2015, Chinmaya Mission has, under Guruji's guidance, has come up with the series of books which will mark the theme that Guruji had given, unto him our best. So these last year we had He Did It, the first series or the first volume in the series. Now this year the second book has been released. It is called Vedanta, Swami Chinmayananda, His Words and His Legacy. This is a beautiful book like the first one, and I'm sure those of you who had gone through the first book, and we couldn't put the book down. Similarly, this book is an amazing book which I had the opportunity to read through. And what more to say? On one side we have Gurudev's signature, and yesterday after Guruji came in, he sat down and blessed each book by his own signature. So there are only limited few copies available, and they are available in the lobby area. Each book is $30. So first thing is, buy one book for yourself. And it's so good that you can buy a couple of them more to give it as a gift to someone that you really love and care. We spend so much on our loved ones, if we really want to bring in a change, this is a good gift to be given. So as soon as we are done with here, which Ashokji will instruct what is the next step, you can go through the lobby area. In the lobby area there is our volunteers who will sell this book, and also the Hanuman Mastakabhisheka leaflet. It is available. So please pick for each family, and this is a treasure that you have to own. Ashokji.
Hari Om. With all the enthusiasm that you have come, if you want to see Guruji's blessings, please line up here. And my one request is, those who are coming tomorrow at Chitrakoot, please don't come now. True, it's true. Because we are going to have a lot more time tomorrow in Chitrakoot. You can spend much more time. But those who cannot come, you can just, go here. And if you want to give Guru Dakshina, there are envelopes at the both ends. Hari Om.